Yumi Ghost, Episode 1, The Haunting of Hill House. Hello, ghostly listeners, and welcome to the very first episode of Yumi Ghost. I'm your host, Jay, and today we're diving deep into the shadows to explore one of the most chilling tales in paranormal lore, The Haunting of Hill House. It's June 30th, 2025, and whether you're tuning in from your haunted attic or your cozy living room, make sure you're following us on Yumi Ghost on all social media platforms for more eerie content. Now let's set the stage. Hill House, a mansion with a reputation so sinister, it's almost as if it breathes with a life of its own. Built in 1880 by Hugh Crain, a man whose vision for a sanctuary for his family turned into a nightmare, Hill House has since become a magnet for those who seek the thrill of the unknown. The house's history is marred with tragedy, from Crane's own daughter, who died under mysterious circumstances, to subsequent owners who either fled in terror or met untimely ends. Our story today revolves around the famous investigation conducted by Dr. John Montague in the late 1950s. Dr. Montague, an anthropologist with a keen interest in the supernatural, gathered a group of sensitive individuals to document any paranormal activity. Among them were Eleanor Vance, a fragile woman with a haunting past of her own, Theodora, an artist with psychic abilities, and Luke Sanderson, the skeptical heir to Hill House. Let's delve into the eerie experiences that unfolded within these walls. The first night was relatively quiet, but as the days progressed, so did the intensity of the disturbances. Cold spots, unexplained noises, and the feeling of being watched became commonplace. One of the most terrifying incidents was when Eleanor and Theodora shared a room. They awoke to find the words, "Help Eleanor come home," scrawled in what appeared to be blood on the wall. This message, chilling in its personal address, seemed to beckon Eleanor, who was already feeling an unnatural connection to the house. Now let me bring in my co-host, Sam.
Hey there, ghostly listeners. It's Sam here, ready to sprinkle some extra chills on this already spine-tingling tale of Hill House. Jay has painted quite the picture, but there's so much more to explore, especially when it comes to the eerie effects of such a paranormal playground. So let's dig into the history and a bit of context about haunted houses. Did you know that the phenomenon of haunted locations is almost as ancient as humanity itself? From early folklore to the more modern urban legends, there's always been a fascination with places that seem to defy the laws of nature, like Hill House. The stories of haunted houses often blend historical tragedies, psychological struggles, and of course, that irresistible urge to experience the supernatural. Now, when we talk about places like Hill House, we can't ignore the power of belief. Psychological studies suggest that if enough people expect a place to be scary, their experiences there can reflect those expectations. It's like when you hear stories about a haunted hotel. By the time you check in, your mind is already fanning the flames of fear. Imagine being Eleanor or Theodora, each corner whispering secrets, shadows stretching ominously. The anxiety must have been off the charts. And here's a wild thought. Have you heard of the terrorscape theory? It's a quirky little piece of research that suggests terrifying environments can actually alter how we perceive reality. Essentially, the more fear-inducing a place is, the more prone we are to see things that aren't there. Talk about a psychological twist. Maybe Hill House was doing more than just housing ghosts. It was playing mind games, too. Plus, there's another layer. Many who investigate haunted locations talk about how those places seem to react to the emotional energy of the people within. The more frightened or stressed the residents or visitors are, the more heightened the activity becomes. It's like the house itself feeds off their fear. Whoa, right? It's almost as if Hill House had an appetite for emotional turmoil. So as we ponder the mysteries surrounding Hill House and its inhabitants, one thing's for certain, whether by ghostly presence or psychological burden, this mansion wraps its grip around its visitors tighter than a ghostly hug. Don't forget to share your thoughts or any chilling experiences of your own with us on social media at @YumiGhost. All right, back to our fearless host, Jay. Keep those ghostly vibes alive.
Thanks, Sam, for that deep dive into the psyche of Hill House's dwellers. As we wrap up our first episode, let's consider the fate of Eleanor Vance. After weeks of escalating paranormal activity, Eleanor's connection to the house became so intense that she drove her car into a tree, seemingly at the house's bidding, in an attempt to come home. Her death remains one of the most tragic and mysterious ends tied to Hill House. This story leaves us with so many questions. Was Hill House truly haunted, or was it the ultimate psychological experiment? What drives a person to become so entwined with a place that they lose themselves? Listeners, I invite you to ponder these mysteries. Do you believe in the power of a place to change a person? Or is there something more sinister at play? Thank you for joining us on this inaugural journey into the unknown. Stay curious, stay haunted, and remember, in the world of ghosts, the truth is often stranger than fiction. Until next time, keep your lights on and your mind open. Goodbye from Jay and Sam at YumiGhost.